Over the last few weeks, under the leadership of Rabbi Dunner, our synagogue has become a central point of chesed and donations for our soldiers and the families impacted in Israel. With his son Meir fighting on the front lines in the IDF, Rabbi Dunner's concern of the events as they unfold has not stopped him at all from continuing to lead and grow in his activism on behalf of Israel. To talk about remembering the martyrs, please welcome Rabbi Penny Dunner.
My friends, tonight is a difficult night. In Jewish tradition, 30 days after the passing of those we cherish and love is meant to be a moment of transition. The mourning, the grieving, is meant to end. When Aaron the high priest, Aaron HaKohen, died after 40 years in the wilderness at the very dawn of Jewish history, the verse in Numbers records, Vayiru kol ha'eda ki gava ha'aron vayivku et ha'aron shloshim yom kol bet Yisrael. When the whole community saw that Aaron had passed away, they mourned him for 30 days, the whole house of Israel. So too, when Moses died, at the end of Deuteronomy, we are told, Vayivku v'nei Yisrael et Moshe b'arvot Moav 30 yom, vayitmu yemei bechi evel Moshe. The Israelites wept for Moses in the plains of Moab for 30 days, and then the period of mourning for Moses ended. That's right. The mourning, the grieving, the sadness ended, and life moved on. The nation had 30 days to absorb the loss, to grieve, to mourn, to get itself together, and then everyone was ready to face the future. And that has been our tradition ever since. When we lose a loved one, a father, a mother, a spouse, a sibling, even a child, we are given a full month to nurse our emotional wounds, and then we venture back into the reality of a world without those we love. But tonight is not like that. Tonight is a difficult night, more difficult than words can express. I have to pinch myself. Have 30 days really elapsed since the horrific slaughter of our brothers and sisters? Has any one of us had time to grieve? Has any one of us truly had time to reflect on the barbaric torture and murder of 1,400 innocent lives, and then the evil desecration of their bodies? Has any one of us had time to absorb the pain of their loss as our world has collapsed around us? Who here or anywhere in the Jewish world has had even one moment to catch their breath for the last 30 days? We have endured and continue to endure body blow after body blow, and we're not even allowed to talk about it. It's a crazy thing. Apparently we, the Jewish people, are not a persecuted minority. Go figure. Do you know what that means? It means that when we are attacked and killed in a pogrom so massive that it is hard to comprehend, we cannot grieve. We cannot complain. We cannot protest. On the contrary, conventional wisdom has it that we, the Jewish people, are the aggressor. And by we, I don't mean Israel or Israelis, I mean Jews. Yes, all Jews in every country around the globe. Every Jew is guilty by association for being in pain for the loss of so many of our loved ones. In Sydney, they are chanting, "Gas the Jews." In London, they are chanting, "There is only one solution, Intifada revolution." And in Washington, D.C., today, they are chanting, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," which is nothing less than a call for genocide against the Jews living between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean Sea. So, my friends, our Shloshim period may have technically come to an end if you're doing a day count, but truthfully, it has not even yet begun. There will be a moment at some point to start grieving, and then 30 days later, we will move on. But right now, we have work to do. Right now, we must ensure that the horrific crimes of Hamas against Jews for being Jews are exposed for what they are. The first stage of an attempted genocide against the Jewish people. Right now, we must come together, Jews and non-Jews, all those who can see and hear past the cacophony of hate and lies, so that we can form a robust coalition against those who engage in terror, those who support terror, those who fund terror, and those who teach the next generation that terrorism is some kind of postmodern idealism. It isn't. Terror is terror. It really is as simple as that. And those who support terror are themselves terrorists, and they will have to pay the price. The blood of 1,400 people who were killed is calling out to us. The cries of 240 hostages ring in our ears. Don't grieve for the dead until everyone else is safe from being killed. And don't mourn and wallow in sorrow until the hostages are safely back home and there is no chance for marauding barbarians to kidnap another man, woman, or child. And let me make one more thing clear. It would be a grave mistake to let the hatred towards us as Jews define our identity. We, the Jewish people, are not merely the product of pogroms, animosity, and massacres. Absolutely not. We, the Jewish people, are the bearers of God's Torah. We, the Jewish people, carry the legacy of the prophets. We, the Jewish people, display the passion of the Maccabees. We, the Jewish people, are the product of the wisdom of our sages and of the vibrancy of Jewish life that has blossomed in every corner of the world over millennia. And most importantly, our land is Eretz Yisrael, a gift given to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob 4,000 years ago, conquered by Joshua, ruled by King David, and yearned for by every generation of Jews wherever they have been throughout our history. Those who kill us in the hope that it will deter us from our destiny are making a big mistake. Those who accuse the Jews of being colonialists with no rights in the promised land are swimming against the tide of history. Assyrians, Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, Crusaders, Ottomans, they've all come and gone. But the Jewish connection to the Holy Land has always been there, and it is there to stay. You can scream and you can shout on the streets, you can plan attacks, you can use your proxies, such as the United Nations, in the vain hope that you will dislodge the Jewish people from the land of Israel. It will never happen. The Jewish people are in their land and they are there to stay. Greater enemies of the Jewish people than Hamas have come and gone. So I say this to Hamas and to their motley team of supporters. Tonight, 30 days after you killed our beloved family members, we are more pumped than we have ever been. Soon, very soon, Hamas won't even be a punchline. You'll be gone, and Israel will thrive, prosper, and flourish. The land of Israel, Eretz Yisrael, Medinat Yisrael, the Jewish people, will be the beacon of light and the source of spiritual awakening and material bounty God intends it to be. Listen carefully, and you can hear the Messiah's footsteps coming towards us. The time is now. The Jewish people have never been more united. In adversity, there is unity. In suffering, there is love. In pain, there is hope. We never give up because we know we are God's chosen people and his beloved children. Od Avinu Chai, Am Yisrael Chai, Ad Biat Goel Tzedek, Bimhera V'Yameinu, Amen V'Amen. Thank you.